Imagine you're born into a grey world, a place where the vividness of color is a legend passed down from those who lived in a previous era of vibrance. Despite never witnessing color yourself, inspired by the tales of beauty, you dedicate your life to mastering the physics of color and light. You become a genius, familiar with every wavelength of the visible spectrum, and the societal meaning tied to each shade, all without ever seeing color itself. Then one day, an invitation arrives, a top secret lab that has preserved the last object with color in this world. A glass rose. Your eyes, accustomed to the grayscale, meets the rose's rich red. And in that moment, as the red washes over you, do you experience something new? Or is this just a reaffirmation of your past knowledge? This thought experiment lets you question, is there a difference between knowledge and experience? Between understanding and perceiving? Can we ever grasp the fullness of something through study alone? Or is there something irreplaceable found only in first-hand experience? We see the concept of color leap from theory to reality for the first time. The color red. It's not just about the color, but the feeling of red. The moment when something we knew in our heads becomes something we feel in our hearts. This feeling introduces us to qualia. Qualia is the sensation of experience. Those very personal experiences that fill our lives with texture and color. From the taste of a morning coffee to the chill of a winter breeze, a subjective, ineffable quality of consciousness. It is private, an inner universe that each of us carries, yet can never fully share with another. Imagine you're faced with a challenge, describing a color to someone who has been blind since birth, or explaining taste to someone who never could taste. How would you tackle this? How confident do you feel in your ability to convey the essence of a color like blue, the way it feels to look at the sky on a clear day, or the taste of salt, that sharp sensation that seems to dance on the edges of your tongue? Think of the scent that instantly transports you back to a cherished memory. How would you describe it to someone who's never smelt it, who's never experienced those memories? In these attempts, do we touch the beautiful mystery of qualia? These moments when we struggle to find the words reveal the depth of qualia. You could read the most beautiful descriptions of love, study detailed accounts, yet fall short of being qualia. The difference between describing an experience and actually living through it is immense. Descriptions allow us to glimpse into another's experience, but qualia, they are the essence, unfiltered sensation of being alive and feeling the world around us. In a world that often seeks to quantify everything, qualia reminds us of the beauty that defies measurements. I want to clear up some key terms first. These terms get tossed around sometimes, carelessly, especially in conversations about what it truly means to be. Let's give these terms the respect they deserve. Sentience, sapience, and consciousness. The lines between these terms have been blurred, not just by our wants to neatly categorize the ineffable aspect of our existence, but sometimes by those looking to oversimplify or even exploit our curiosity. Yet, these differences matter. They're important to our understanding of life. Sentience is the raw experience of pleasure and pain, the sensation of the world in its most immediate form. It's the first cry of a newborn, the sharp sting of a paper cut, the warmth of the sun on your face. It's a pure feeling, the kind that doesn't require a PhD in philosophy to understand, but maybe a bit of poetry to describe. Sapience, on the other hand, this is where things get tricky. It's the realm of thought, the birthplace of art and culture. It's a deep wisdom that comes from fully experiencing life, understanding its complexities, and embracing its mysteries. Pondering the stars, finding the depth in a single hue. It's the tear shed over a melody, the laughter in discovering life's absurdities, and the warmth of stories where fantasy kisses reality. These insights connect us to our humanity, guiding us through love, loss, joy, and sorrow, with a gentle touch of compassion and empathy. It's what makes us human, or at least it's what we like to think makes us uniquely so. Consciousness is the light that flickers inside us, a mysterious force that makes us more than just the sum of our parts. An intimate realization that you're a distinct entity finding purpose in an unyielding universe. It's the sensation of being uniquely you at this moment, at this place, an experience no one else can claim or fully comprehend. We are aware of our world, of ourselves, our emotions. These sensations paint a story of our existence, rich and unrepeatable. Every thought, every feeling is a fleeting masterpiece, a singular occurrence in the endless flow of time, never to be seen in quite the same way again. The beautiful tragic twist, this mystery of being, this universe within, is yours and yours alone. It's deeply private, the ultimate inside joke of existence. We are indeed prisoners of our subjectivity, each locked away in our minds, struggling to articulate the beauty of our own private sunsets. How do we describe the beauty of a summer sky or the kiss of someone you love? These experiences, so visceral and personal, defy the confines of words. The irony of our existence is, Even in our isolation, we yearn for connection, for the shared understanding that bridges the gap between our island of self. Despite this mental solitude, the good days make it worth it somehow, don't they? When you're able to somehow connect with another, to touch another's soul, to merge, feeling your worlds collide. Even for a moment, you bridge that impossible gap and know another like you know yourself. Like two swans frolicking in a lake, knowing they might live short lives, never knowing what the lake is here for, and unable to fathom the grandiose of the ocean. But for a moment, they look out on the horizon and find the beauty so overwhelming, it renders their lack of understanding insignificant. We might never find the answer in our brief journey in a universe of collective solitude, but there is a beauty to existence. If you enjoyed this, be on the lookout for part 2. It's gonna be dropping really soon. In the later parts, I go deeper into the hard problem of consciousness, but I just wanted to introduce consciousness and give a proper definition for the terms that we hear floating around popular culture. Thank you for staying to the end. See you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye!